In fact, we do have one of the stars off a Corner Gas with us here this morning, and we do have Fred Ewanuick, who plays Hank on the movie. Hey, how you doing, Fred?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, my pleasure. You kidding me? Thanks for having me.
This is amazing. Like I said, over 5 years already. I can't believe it.
I know. It's like 10 years since first season, and yeah, I guess I'm old. I don't know.
And people still love the movie. I mean, love the TV series. Love the fact that the team really made up its made good on what they said to reunite for a big screen movie.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I was really excited when I heard the news because I was just getting ready to dip into saving. So the movie couldn't have come at a better time for me financially as well.
Now, this movie is going to reunite all the cast members, and they're all back in their community of Dog River, Saskatchewan. Tell us, what was it like reuniting and getting back with the cast members?
Oh, it was. You know what? It was great, and in some weird ways, it was even more comfortable and more fun than shooting the show. Because you really become a family. 6 years together, and you really do feel like you're like a family. And then, of course, the show ends, and you all sort of go your own way, and you keep touch here and there on social media, but it's not the same as being together, like as close knit as we were. And so being back in the movie again, it was just such a dream. And
this is all thanks to Brett Budd, who is the co-creator of the show, and also the Kickstarter campaign. That's what really got things going. Yeah, I'm constantly blown away by and surprised by the support the show has from the fans and supporters of the show. And every season of the show, running the support the show had, I mean, I don't think we ever dipped below 1 million viewers. And then with the Kickstarter, they wanted to reach, I think it was 100,000 in 30 days, and they did that in like just over 24 hours. I'm constantly amazed by the support and so grateful for it. That's absolutely amazing. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Like when you think about it, it's I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm constantly surprised by the support. And in fact, actually, the reaction from the show not just affected Canadians. Not only were we fans and in love with the show, but I mean, people from the U.S. and abroad as well. Yeah. I always forget about that. You always kind of think of it. It's our Canadian show. It's our show. And the movie was a great example. We had supporters of the Kickstarter program were coming up from, the Dallas, Texas. There's people visiting the set from Australia. I get email messages from China, Germany. You forget that it's sort of expanded out past our borders, and it's kind of exciting to think about it. Now, with the movie opening up here in theaters, what can we expect from Brett, Lacey, Hank, and the rest of the gang? Nothing. It's still, it's still Corner Gas, but it's a very cinematic. Brent and the writers did a fantastic job of creating, because the big fear is that it would just be a really long episode, right? Mm-hmm. And they did a great job of being true to Corner Gas. The characters are the characters that but they've created a feature film. So it's a good, solid feature film script. It's very cinematic. It really shows off Saskatchewan and the prairies. Like, it's just gorgeous. If you get a chance to see it, it's going to be on TV and you can get DVDs. Mm-hmm. But if you get a chance to see it in the theater, it's just some of the shots visually alone of the prairies are just fantastic. So Dog River hasn't changed much at all then? From the last time we had seen it. Yeah, no, so it's 5 years, 5 years since we've seen anybody. And just to give you, set up the movie is, at the start of the movie, we find out that the town is, like, on the verge of bankruptcy. Like, they're going to roll up the streets and walk away from the town, like abandon the town. Or are they going to fight to save the town, and because it's the place they love, and they still want to stay there. So that's what the situation of the movie is. We got Fred Ewanuick, who's one of the stars of the TV movie Corner Gas, joining us here on the program. He actually plays Hank on the show. Now, Fred, when Corner Gas had wrapped up, you actually then went on to do your own series.
Yeah, we did Dan for Mayor for a couple of years. Yeah.
And how was that? That was a lot different than being on the set of Corner Gas?
Yeah, well, it was, being, I guess, the main guy. I mean, it was still an ensemble, a smaller ensemble than Corner Gas, but being sort of the title character and, working like the Corner Gas, I might work like 2, 3, maybe 4 days a week max, and I'd have all this time to golf. Well, I took my golf clubs to Toronto, and I was in from start to finish 5 days a week. And on the weekends, I was studying lines. I didn't get to golf. I know everybody's really upset to hear that. I didn't get nearly enough golf in.
Well, the movie's
it was definitely. Sorry, I was just saying, It was definitely a much different experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Now the movie actually opens up in theaters coming up here in a couple of days on December 3rd. It's doing a run for like a week in theaters at Cineplex theaters across the country.
Yeah, that's right. So December 3rd to 7th. So I think that's 5 days. My math ain't too good, but my English is pretty darn good. If I was saying, if you do get a chance to see it in the theaters, do that, because they're trying to make it more of an experience to go to the theater to see it. So there won't be any commercials or previews. It's all about Corner Gas. There's and how they do those quizzes on the screen before a movie, and before the previews come up. Well, they've done basically a Corner Gas version of that. Brent sort of hosts one of those, not live. It's not Brent live, but he does one of those. And at the end of the movie, they've cut a trailer sequence that has they've got fans from all across the country, well, all across the world actually, doing a sing along to the theme song, and they've got bloopers that you won't see obviously on TV, or it's different than on the DVD as well.
Yeah, so best for fans to get out there to go see it in the big theater. Now, it also debuts on TV on December the 18th, and a DVD also coming out before Christmas as well.
That's right. Is it the 17th? Yeah, I think it's the 17th.
17th.
Yeah, but obviously DVDs before Christmas, because they want you to stock everybody's stuffing. Stuff everybody's stocking with the DVD.
It's gonna be great there, Fred. I do have passing along here a message from a listener out there in Fort McMurray. Amy Goodwin says say hi to Hank via Twitter this morning.
But if I don't tweet back, tell her Hank tweets back. Hi.
Well, you know what? Thank you so much, Fred, for joining us on the program here today. Really looking forward to the debut of the movie in theaters here on Wednesday. And again, if people can't see it, you can check it out on television when Corner Gas the movie hits TV later on this month.
That's right. Awesome. Yeah, I hope everybody enjoys it.
We thank you so much for speaking with us today, and all the best to you.
Hey, thanks. You too. Thanks for having me.